right, everyone. First of all, I want to welcome someone who has been a part of my life for some time now, and we've been through many life changes. Her name is Contena Dixon, and I welcome her to Safe Space. We're here to talk about grief during the holidays. My friend here lost, or her husband transitioned some years ago. How long ago was that, Katina? I can't remember.
It's been 3 years.
3 years.
3 years.
Wow. I feel like that went by so fast.
Yes.
So I wanted to get you on here because a lot of people go through grief, but it's a different grief, right? Everybody doesn't grieve the same. And for me, I lost my mom in 2019, but my grief for my mom is totally different for your grief for your soulmate.
Yes.
You know, and I know it was your soulmate just being around you guys. And for those that don't know, Mr. Johnny Dixon was my janitor at my elementary. So it was just, so amazing because of the career that I do to help you guys purchase your first home as a married couple. That was just, I remember you guys coming to the open house and you're like, oh, we got to get a house. I'm gonna pray. And I remember Mr. Johnny told you that's what you was gonna get for your birthday. And I'll never forget that's exactly what was given. So I just want to be able to ask you, Katina, how are you feeling for the holidays now?
It's getting better. I still have my moments. And as the holidays grow near, the emotions come because you miss the normalcy of what we used to do and the things that we used to do. So as the holidays grow near, I miss him, Thanksgiving. I miss him being in the kitchen cooking more.
So the memories come back.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. No, I can totally understand that. I know a lot of times, like during the holidays for us, me and my family is 6 of us. My mom had 6 kids, and what we would do is like we could hear her saying like different recipes, like no, put this in there, no, don't put that in there. So I know me and you were talking earlier about Thanksgiving. We talked about Thanksgiving, but then we also thought about Christmas is coming up now, and you remember you guys unfortunately only had, and I'm not even gonna say unfortunately, a blessing to at least have one Thanksgiving and one Christmas, and you never knew that was going to be the only one.
Yes.
So I thought that was amazing. Now, when you think about traditions and the things that you and Mr. Johnny did, and I always refer to him as Mr. Johnny because, like I said, he was my janitor, and I used to call him Donna. So, but I think of so many memories. But what are some traditions that you're looking to keep that you and Mr. Johnny started as you move through your life?
With the holidays, not so. I look to change some of those, but the one tradition that I have vowed to keep is our anniversary.
Oh, nice.
He always, for our anniversary, he would always book a weekend getaway for us.
Oh, my.
And it would be, somewhere Jacksonville, Daytona, Orlando, and we would find a nice hotel.
Okay.
And then on our anniversary day, we would go to a nice restaurant.
Okay.
So I have kept that tradition.
Wow. So
the anniversary weekend,
okay.
I book a hotel, and then I've learned to go out and eat by myself.
Listen, I love that. I'll go out and eat by myself because I don't know a stranger, so I talk to everybody anyways. That's nice. Now, is there other things that, was there any, like, I don't know, you know how sometimes it's like a special dish that the two of you, or maybe he enjoyed that you made, or you enjoyed that he made that you can think of?
He did most of the cooking and oxtails.
Ooh, okay, which have become very expensive.
Yeah, very. So yeah, that was one of his dishes that he cooked, and me and the kids, we loved it. Even the kids' friends, they wanted to know, is Mr. Dixon cooking oxtails this Thanksgiving?
Wow.
And so everybody wanted to come over for his oxtails. So.
Wow, I love that. So I'm gonna now let's pivot over to what people don't understand when others are grieving, right? And as we spoke earlier about people grieve differently. What do you say some ways that you feel like family members, your kids, because I know Mr. Johnny, because the two of you met later on, he was older and you had grew also, so you had already had your kids and everything, and
right.
had your grandkids by by the time you connected with him?
The kids.
Yes.
The grandkids.
The grandkids.
After we were.
Okay, after. Okay, so what are some things that maybe your kids and or y'all's kids did to support you during the grieving process, and still to this day, because it never goes away?
I think the one thing for me that helped the most is they let me grieve at my own pace, because you can't rush it. So I think the support and the, just being there, letting me do it in my own way,
In your own
and at
time.
my own time, not trying to rush it, and just I'm here for you, whatever you need, I'm here. So just the support and just knowing that they were there. But even though they were there, when they saw that, okay, she's getting overwhelmed with the support, they backed up.
Okay.
The support didn't stop.
Okay.
But they didn't force things on me.
Okay.
If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I definitely understand that. And that's why I said the grieving is different depending on that relationship with the person that, you lost. Like with my mother, that would look differently. If me grieving my mother, it would look differently with my siblings. And I think about when you say that and the support and them coming, it also brings up, I guess, for me, I remember after the funeral, it's almost like, and all the people left the house, right? Because my mother passed away in my home. She was at the home. And so when everyone left, it was just me, right? So I can't imagine that, right? So, and you live alone. So,
right. Correct.
In this big house that, I helped you guys purchase. So I'm like, I'll never forget the day that I found out about Mr. Johnny transitioning. It was hard for me because, again, we shared a lot, and I was so happy that he decided to work with me. He could have worked with many different realtors. He was the janitor of many different people that are now realtors in the community. And for him to say yes to me, it meant a lot to me. And I know he knew that. I also knew when it was time for us to look for a home. I remember Mr. Johnny, he loved you so much that he was like, whatever she say, it's fine. I never forget that. And I was like, that is so beautiful. And I remember I pulled you aside and I said, Contena, we got to make sure both of y'all agree.
Yes.
Even though happy wife, happy life, I just loved the way that he loved you unconditionally. And I think those are things and memories that you think of and that you have to hold safe to you. And as me and you always say, and you said it to me 1,000 times, that's my soulmate, and that was your soulmate. And no one can replace him, So I'm just excited about everything that is coming for you, no matter what that is. And I just wanted to get on here and make sure people hear your story, that you have a safe place, a safe space to land, and no matter what, I am always here.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah, I am always here, and I am very grateful and thankful that you took out this time, because I know it's not easy. And as we wrap up, I just want to ask you a question, because I ask all my guests this. In your experience, Contena, what advice can you give others that are going through a grieving process during this holiday season? And even every day, right? You got anniversaries, you got, especially for a wife or a husband that is out there that may, this may have just happened to them recently or has been several years and they haven't been able to.
My advice would be, and what works for me, I'll say that.
Okay.
Is holding on to the memories, the good memories. Think when you get to a place where you're starting to get emotional and you're missing them, just think about the good times that you had. We were together for 17 years. Wow. I mean, for me, 17 years was not, to me, it was not long enough. But when I look at some people that, lost their spouses and didn't have that much time, I just say I'm thankful for the memories that we shared together. I tell anyone that's still with their spouse. Love on your spouse. Make memories. Take pictures. You know, because when you go through this, you know, my husband was not big on pictures, but as you know, if it made me happy, he did it.
He did it, yes,
so he took pictures, and those pictures now are, you know, I look back on all of the fun stuff that we did, and I'll say just take your time. Don't let anybody rush you. Don't let anybody tell you how to grieve, because until a person has walked in those shoes that you're walking in, they have no idea of what you go through. And when you're with somebody and that person, you're waking up to that person every morning. At night, that's the last person you see.
Absolutely.
You have to find your new normal and find ways to, you know, get through that, you know, get through the holidays, you know, make new memories, new traditions, as you said, or whatever, because it's hard. For me, me and my husband, we would always for the holidays go over and spend time with family. For me now, it's hard because
he's
going
not
there and doing it, he's not there. So it's like something's missing. So like you say, you know, I'm trying to find new ways to navigate through the holidays without getting emotional and breaking down. But the one thing that really keeps me going are the memories.
That's nice. That's nice. I'm so happy to hear that. And again, you know, I know it's great things for you, and I know for a fact Mr. Johnny would want you to live your life and live it in abundance and just be happy, whatever that looks like for you. So I'm so excited for your future and where you're going, and I'm excited about the new traditions and memories that you will create with your family and your grandkids. And I want to thank you so much for saying yes to this interview on Safe Space, where you'll be able to help others.
Thank you, and thank you for the invitation.
Oh, you're welcome. All right, Contena. Everybody, this was Contena Dixon, and she did an awesome job.
Thank you.